Finding that psychedelics' acute effect on fear require activation of a serotonin 2A receptor aligns with the receptor's established roles in the drug's hallucinogenic effects. However, the authors emphasize the importance of considering the broader pharmacological profile and duration of action of different psychedelic compounds. For example, MDMA, which has shown promise for treating PTSD in late-stage clinical trials, does not directly activate serotonin 2A receptors. Instead, increases the release of serotonin, which then activates various serotonin receptor subtypes. Research suggests that psychedelics with faster onset and shorter duration of acute effects may be advantageous for PTSD treatment compared to longer-acting drugs like LSD, which they're going to have you in the pilot seat for 14 hours. Insights from preclinical studies can help guide the design of clinical trials and treatment protocols that optimize the therapeutic potential of psychedelics for PTSD, one senior author said. By understanding the mechanisms and time course of psychedelics' effects on fear circuitry, you can better harness these compounds in a clinical setting. Several clinical trials are currently investigating psilocybin-assisted therapy for PTSD, some protocols incorporating drug administration in combination with exposure therapy to promote fear-extinct learning. As this research progresses, the amygdala is emerging as a key focus of interest for understanding how psychedelics may extinguish fearful memories and a novel treatment approach for PTSD and other fear-related disorders. Well, thank you for that, Jenny. I would like to just round this up by saying I think I'm really excited by this story, and I think that psychedelics, when done with intention, properly in the proper set and setting, a huge benefit in letting us really see kind of the fact that and grasp this in an adult way that we're not okay. We are not safe. There's actually no way for us to be safe. First off, we're a cluster of billions of individual cells, as well as probiotic cells, viruses, and other organisms that could go wrong and often do at a moment's notice. Next, we've got supervolcanoes. After that, we've got asteroidal impacts. After that, mass coronal ejections from the sun. Look at the wars. Look at all of these things that could happen to us. When we take psychedelics, we're connected to the fact that there is a larger organism, that the human family, the earth, the entire known universe. We know that everything that makes us, inhabits our interior world, has always existed and will always exist. I believe this helps us walk away from that fear. If we look at our current electoral situation in the U.S., what we're going to see is we have these two tribes, the GOP and the DNC. Each one of them pulls on this lever of fear in order to collect support and votes. And so what I would say and invite everybody today who's watching is try to find a way to interface with these psychedelics. If you can't do psychedelics because of trauma, get into meditation. Smile and hug some people. Do the work yourself to extinguish the fear response. You can begin making choices out of love, out of something approaching logic and or rationality, in hopes that we as a family move this planet towards a golden age wherein we learn to extinguish war, extinguish our fear response, and hold out our hand to our brothers and sisters and cousins to help feed and clothe and house them. We can live together like the family that we are supposed to. Really excited to hear what my hosts and fellow correspondents have add to this conversation. Take it away, guys.
That's a cuddly hippie moment.
Look at that. Look at that.
I love you guys.
What a way to take us out on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
nothing to fear.
I feel like you should have had your onesie on, Mathieu St. Germain, for that story.
I have my internal onesie on with my internal dreadlocks, Jay.
Did you call that a twosie?
Oh boy.
What do you, doctors? Any thoughts on all this? On all this psychedelicness and brain functionality?
I just want to point out that the psychedelic state is not about the agent that you're taking. It's about also the setting. So you can achieve the psychedelic state in many ways. You can achieve it with cannabis, and yeah, just pay attention to that. It's not all about the chemicals.
And Stanislav Grof, who was a psychotherapist, when LSD was made illegal, dove into ancient Hindu, Buddhist, and other texts, and found holotropic breath work, and he was able to recreate psychedelic states through breathing. People are going to just let this go in one ear and out the other, but you're about to hear one of the most important things you could ever hear in your life. Change your breath, change your life. Breathing is programming code for the human biorobot. can get excitatory states, you can get calming states, you can get psychedelic states, all from different ways of breathing, from breathing patterns. Dr. Talleyrand, very great ad for that, and it's very true. Change your breath, change your life. Dr. Mark?
Yep. All the yoga teachers teach that too.
I said breath work at the right time. Thank you, Mathieu St. Germain, for breaking it down. Absolutely.
It's all about
Namaste.
Oh,
It's all about
also,
the
real
breath
quick, Rico.
Yeah.
Did you know Donald Trump finally admitted to losing the 26th election on Lex Friedman podcast 2 days ago?
I don't know about all
I did.
that.
I listened
He
to it.
did.
What the hell does this have to do with
Why that ain't got nothing to do with
Anybody
this.
who's interested can look
We're-
at Lex Friedman's podcast.
I think
See
they
that
should.
Donald Trump finally admitted
He talks
that
all
lost
about
the 20,
he talks all about
2020
weed in there
election.
too, Matthew.
He did actually talk about
He
weed
did
when
talk
asked
about
about
weed.
mushrooms. Wasn't really able to answer it, but I understand it. It's a hot button topic he probably knows nothing about. But he is trying to, Trump is trying to pander by pushing legalization. But if we look at the Republicans, it's not going to happen. And that's all the people who say Donald Trump's going to save us. What I say is, look at his team.
Oh,
His
His
team
Lord.
is
People who
amazing,
specialize in
bro.
taking away our
His team
liberties.
is amazing. Vivek Ramaswamy, okay, Tulsi Gabbard, your boy JFK, okay, or RFK.
He's no longer my boy, and it's RFK Jr.
RFK.
RFK.
He's got
boy.
a hit squad.
wrong FK.
Yeah.
And who I'm talking about is
Heard
Mitch
this
McConnell,
beautiful
Lindsey
article
Graham,
about-
Romney,
Those
Ron
guys-
DeSantis,
those guys are
the entire
irrelevant right
GOP
now.
establishment. That's who I'm talking about. But anyway,
How did we turn this beautiful article about what
Matthew St. Germain, you
psilocybin can do
totally
for
switched this whole
PTSD
thing up for
I
into-
know that was me. I did
There
it.
was no reason for that.
Love you guys.
Why would you do that, Matthew? Why
Because
would
I
you do
think
that?
it's really important.
It is a Friday. It's a nice day. We were having. This is why we can't have nice things at High at Night.
But Jenny Beth, chaos is a ladder. Never forget.
Oh boy.
Well, I guess that's why we're tall, Rika.
Remember, you guys are spreading the news, but we're also having some fun.
Yes,
Kenny, I love
without-
you. Jason, I love you.
We
Dr.
all love
Rico,
you.
I love
Yes,
you too.
without a doubt.
Agreement
Shots
with St.
fired.
Germain is not a predication for love. I love you regardless of our agreement or disagreement. I will always poke the bear in a friendly manner because I think it's really important for all of us to kind of poke at the holes in our armor so we can all learn, improve who we are, and improve our thinking and improve our rhetoric. Because
We only poke you
I'm
because
on
you're
this show-
toothless, Matthew.
And
I'm on
Matthew,
this show to try to actually help move the human race forward even.
I wonder if
enough.
RFK Jr. poked the bear after he killed it.
oh,
Bro,
boy.
he poked the
It's
bear,
time
he poked the whale.
It's time to go. Time to go, Rico. Time to go.
Sorry. I couldn't resist. I took the bait.
You took the bait,
It's
yeah,
MSG's
for
Happy
sure.
Friday, everybody.
Yeah.
MSG's fault. You know I have no self-control. All right.